There are 6 reasons you feel empty, even when your life looks fine on the outside. And the 6th one? It's the reason most people never escape it. If you've ever felt like something's missing but you can't explain what, this will finally make sense. Let me show you how it happens. Chapter 1. It starts with a moment. You're sitting alone, maybe after a good day, or maybe after achieving something you wanted, and you feel nothing. You thought you'd feel happy, proud, or something, but there's just this quiet emptiness where the feeling should be, and that's when it begins. Because emptiness doesn't start with a crisis. It starts with a moment of silence where you realize you don't feel the way you're supposed to. And instead of sitting with that feeling, you do what everyone does. Which brings me to Chapter 2. Chapter 2. You start filling the silence. The next day, you keep yourself busy. You turn on music. You open your phone. You say yes to plans you don't really want. Anything to avoid being alone with that feeling again. And here's what happens. It works. When you're distracted, you don't feel empty. You just feel busy. So you start doing this every day. Wake up, fill the time, avoid the silence, and go to sleep. You're not living. You're just moving. And after a few weeks of this, something changes. Chapter 3. You stop feeling anything at all. This is where it gets dangerous. At first, emptiness felt like something was missing, but now you just feel flat. Good things happen. You smile. You say, that's great. But inside, nothing. Bad things happen. You nod. You say, that sucks. But inside, still nothing. You've gone numb. And numbness feels safer than emptiness because at least you're not in pain. But here's the problem. You're not just numb to the bad feelings. You're numb to everything. And that's when you start noticing something that makes it worse. Chapter 4. Everyone else seems fine. You look around. Your friends are laughing. Your coworkers are excited about their weekends. People online are living their best lives. And you're sitting there thinking, what's wrong with me? Because if everyone else can feel things, why can't you? So you start pretending. You laugh when they laugh. You post when they post. You perform emotions you don't actually feel. And the gap between who you are and who you're pretending to be gets wider every day, which leads to the loneliest stage of all. Chapter 5. You stop trying to explain it. Someone asks, are you okay? And you want to say, I don't know. I feel empty. I feel like I'm just going through the motions. But you don't. Because how do you explain emptiness to someone who feels things? So you just say, yeah, I'm fine. Just tired. And they believe you. Because it's easier for them to believe you than to sit with your truth. So you stop talking about it. You stop reaching out. You just carry it alone. And this is where most people stay, stuck in this quiet, isolated emptiness, going through life, but not really living it. But here's what nobody tells you. Chapter 6. Emptiness isn't the problem, it's the message. Here's the truth that changes everything. You don't feel empty because something's wrong with you. You feel empty because you've been living a life that isn't yours. Doing things you think you should do, being who people expect you to be, chasing goals that look good but don't feel right. Emptiness isn't a void, it's a signal. It's your mind saying, this isn't it. This isn't what we're here for. And the reason you can't fill it with distractions, achievements, or other people is because it's not asking to be filled. It's asking you to stop, to listen, to be honest about what you actually want. Not what looks good, not what makes sense, what you actually want. So those are the 6 stages, from the first moment to the final truth. Here's what you do next. Stop trying to fix the emptiness. Stop trying to fill it. Instead, ask it one question. What are you trying to tell me? And then, listen. You might not like the answer, but at least it'll be real. And real is better than being numb.